Hello all, how are we getting on? Hope you're all alright. So we're back with another video. Match preview for our game at the stadium later the weekend. Our first home game, 12 o'clock kick-off on Sunday against flying Sheffield Wednesday. But first, I just wanted to reflect a little bit more on the Preston game. You know, they just settled on our poor performance down there during the week. But I just wanted to add a few more comments to that performance. Now, the annoying thing for me is that I think that Reggie Lebreese was forced into making those 11 changes simply because the squad depth that we've got isn't good enough to risk any of them first team players getting injured, and that's a worrying sign. Now, it's the 2,500 away fans that I feel sorry for, travelling down there expecting us to put up a fight and have a fighting chance of getting through to the next round. And that lineup didn't give us a cat and mouse chance of getting through. Preston rested 3 or 4 players from the weekend. We had to change a full 11. You know, with the exception of Simon Moore, Triantis and Chris Rigg, there isn't any of those players came up with any credit at all. I know you can say Zach Johnson and Joe Anderson were playing out of position, but again, that's more worrying that we haven't got players to play there. Now, Timothy Pembele is a right back, didn't even get in the squad. What does that tell you? So that's a worrying state of affairs for me, that this squad is nowhere near good enough for this league. Like I say, it's used 2,500 that I feel sorry for, paying your hard-earned money during the week, got to come back and get to work the next day. That's been shafted, basically. Shafted. Now, people have the right, you know, people have got their own opinion, but me personally, Kristjaan Speakmans signings are just not good enough. They're not cutting it. Nowhere near good enough. The model and the recruitment plan isn't working, and I'll tell you for why. I was going to do this on a different video, but fuck it, we'll do it now. So let's have a look at Kristjaan Speakmans signings since he took over at the club. So he was appointed in December 2020 as sporting director. Now, granted, in League One, as you can see here, we did make some cracking signings which eventually helped us get out of League One. The likes of Carl Winchester, Ross Stewart, Callum Doyle, Nathan Broadhead, Jack Clark, Dennis Serkin, Huggins, Bat, Corey Evans, Patrick Roberts, Alex Pritchard and Trey Hume all contributed to us getting out of League One for not very much money. Right, so I give Speakman all the credit for that and getting us out of League One. That was in total in League One 19 signings. 12 of those I thought were really, really good. A 63% success rate. Great, fantastic. But then when you get out of the league, you've now suddenly got to tweak the model a bit. You've got to start signing experienced players who have got a bit of nous in the Championship who will help you get promoted. Now, we haven't done that. The first season back in the Championship, yes, we made some decent signings. Dan Ballard, Adji Alicia, Jack Clark, Ahmed Diallo, Ellis Sims. Them signings helped us finish 6th, but a lot of that was to do with Ahmad, we know that. The rest of the signings, Jefferson Bennett, Abdullah Bar, Leon Dejatu, Lahaji Ekwa, Bass, Joe Anderson, Gelhart, Michu. Some of them you can see might have been hitty-missy, but on the whole, for me, them were the ones of failures, and they didn't cut it and they weren't good enough to make it in the Championship. Last season was even worse still. Rusian, Sealt, Yelda, Pembelia, Mayenda, Semedo, Triantis, Dak, Elshish, Bishop, Styles, Burstow. Every one of them weren't good signings. They failed. The only signing from last year that I think is a decent prospect and looking good is Romain Mundle. Everybody else on that list for me are failures. Now, I know you'll disagree. Some of you will disagree with that, which is what I want you to put your comments below. You know, what's your thoughts on that? This year, we've signed Alan Brown. Looks a really, really good signing. We've signed Pavera. Not seen him play. Simon Moore. He's played one game and looked half decent. And the other goalkeeper, Blondie Nakui. Not seen him play apart from in pre-season. But the signings in the Championship, we've made 31 signings, and I only made it, in my opinion, 7 that have been successful. A 22% success rate, and that's where we fell down. Now, people who keep defending Speakman and saying give them a break. They've done a fantastic job for the club. I'm sorry, but that's history. The League One days have gone. This is our third season in this league now. We should be kicking on back to the Premier League, and we're not making the signings good enough to get us there. This model of younger lads is not working. Yes, we've signed some experience in the summer, but it's not enough. This broken record of the striker situation is an absolute fucking joke. It really is an absolute joke. It's been 5 transfer windows now since we've been wanting a centre forward and still not got one in. If you don't pay the money, you won't get them. Simple as. It's the hardest job in football, is putting the ball in the back of the net, and you have to pay money for players to do that, and will not. So, but that's just my personal opinion. Overall, since Speakman took over, 50 signings, 19 successful ones, only 38% success rate. Now, I know you're not going to get every sign is going to be good and spot on, but for me, as a sporting director and as a recruitment model, you'd expect to be better than that. But that's going to spark an interesting debate in the comments. Get your comments below of what you think about this model and that what I've just spoke about successful and failures at signings. But now we'll move on to Sheffield Wednesday, and now I've had a rant. So Sheffield Wednesday, Danny Rohl done an absolutely fantastic job. It's his first job in management. Took over in October 2023 from Cisco Muniz when Sheffield Wednesday looked absolutely dead and buried. Played 39 games, he won 17, drew 6, lost 16, a win percentage of nearly 44%. And like I say, absolutely fantastic job. He was linked with us in the summer. I wish we'd get him. He's one of these up and coming young managers. We didn't get him. And yes, I'm sticking with Reggie Lebris because I do think Reggie Lebris will do a good job if he's given the tools to do it. But like I say, Danny Rohl would have been a cracking signing for us. He has signed a new contract there till 2027, so fair play to Sheffield Wednesday and well done to him. However, they didn't have a very good pre-season. They only won 1 of the 5 games that they played. They beat Alfreton 2-0. They did lose 4-0 against RB Salzburg. They drew 2-2 against Werder Bremen. They lost 4-0 against Worksop. And they drew 2-2 against Legans. But having said that, they've started the season absolutely brilliantly. They beat Plymouth 4-0 last weekend, albeit we know a very, very poor Plymouth side under Wayne Rooney. My tip to finish bottom of the league. If you haven't seen my prediction video, then it's here. Very, very poor. But if you look at the stats, 31 shots at goal, 11 shots on target, 11 blocked shots, 9 shots off target. A statement of intent from Sheffield Wednesday. Very attacking, and absolutely battered Plymouth. It could have been 6 or 7 last week, easy. They then went and beat Hull 2-0 away in the Carabao Cup last night. Another great win, another great performance with a changed lineup. I think Charlie Fleming came in and scored 2 goals for them. Now, I don't think for 1 minute that we're going to be as bad as Plymouth at the weekend. Well, I hope we're not. But they're going to come here and prove a massive test for us at the weekend. They've recruited well in the summer. They've signed Ike Ugbo, who we tried to hijack just before he signed for them. They've signed Jamal Lowe, who's always a threat when he plays against us. They've got him from Bournemouth. He looked very good on Sunday as well. Ingleson, the winger, looked very good on Sunday as well. Pacey, attacking, tricky. Jan Valvi as well looked a decent player. Now I'm only hoping that they come up here on Sunday feeling a bit overconfident and might fancy the chances to have a right go at us. However, I don't think Danny Rohl will let them get ahead of themselves. He'll have them well prepared. He'll know that we'll be more of a test than Hull and Plymouth, and it'll be a different game to the 2 games what they've faced previously. I hope anyway. But like I said, they're going to be a massive, massive test. They're full of confidence. They're flying, and we're going to have to be at 100% to have any chance of beating them. Now we're going to be looking to put Tuesday's result right. We will be back to full strength. We will make 11 changes. So it will be Patterson in goal, Trey Hume, Luke O'Nien, Adji Alicia, Dennis Serkin. In midfield it will be Dan Neal's captain, Alan Brown and Job, with Patrick Roberts and Jack Clark on the wings, with Eliza Mienda up front. But full strength for me isn't good enough. That's another week without a signing, another week sounding like a broken record, like I've said, of having no centre forward in. We were fortunate to beat Cardiff last weekend, in my eyes, because they were the better team and had most of the ball for long periods of the game. And with a centre forward, arguably they could have been, a couple of goals up before we got one. In the squad, hopefully Ballard is another step closer to fitness. Alan Brown is settling in more and more. He looks like he's going to be a really, really good signing. He looked really, really good last weekend, and let's hope he can continue that form into Sunday's game. But for me, I just really, really want Mienda to get a goal, to get up and running, to get some confidence. It looks like he's going to be Reggie Lebrese's preferred striker for the time being, until if and when we get a new one in. But we've got to play to his strengths. Last week showed that he's not a player that can play with his back to goal and hold it up and bring players into play. He's pacey, he needs the ball playing through or over the top. When we broke away a couple of times last weekend, he was the one who got on the end of things. The first one was a scuffed shot, went across goal. The second one he should have scored where we broke away. Job crossed it and played him in. He shot where he's left instead of his right. Keeping made a good save, granted, but he should have scored, and that would have given him the confidence that he needed to get on this run. So we've got to play to his strengths, and the game on Sunday might play in our hands, because if Sheffield Wednesday come to you, fancy the chances, they have a go at us, it'll give us a chance to hit them on the breakaway, and hopefully Mienda can use his pace. He's absolutely rapid, but surely you have to play tactics that fit the team, the players that's in the team. This is what Reggie Lebrese's got to work out. But we need, if it's a game where Sheffield Wednesday sit behind the ball and we need to try and get out, Mienda won't work, because he can't play with his back to goal. He's not that type of player. He's not strong enough. So I'm hoping that it could be a perfect type of game and Mienda can get up and running. Score predictions. Well, this weekend I'm going to go with my heart rather than my head. Like I've said, if both teams play how they played last weekend, then Sheffield Wednesday will win, I think. But I'm going to go for a hard-fought 1-0 win for the lads on Sunday. A first home game, it'll be rocking. Atmosphere will be great. And let's hope we can go on and do the business and get a win. Any win will do, but let's hope we can go on and keep this league form up and running. Build on that 2-0 win at Cardiff last weekend and get another 3 points. So 1-0 win for me. So get your score predictions in the comments below. Remember, you must be a subscriber to have a chance to win the shirt. As you know, last season, Kenneth Allen won the shirt. He did send us a message to say that his grandson had claimed the top. Here it is. So here's his grandson and his other two grandchildren with the Sunderland tops on. But the away top is what he won last year. So it's great to see. And like I say, that could be you at the end of this season. So subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Get your score predictions in and I'll do the league table. Last week, congrats to Bill Handley and John Ruddock, who both predicted a 2-0 win at Cardiff. So you two start the season well with 5 points. And everybody else on the screen, you can see there, started with predicting a win and get 2 points. But it's Bill Handley and John Ruddock leading the way on 5 points each. Now, as you know, last year we also did LU soccer giveaways. I am reducing the LU soccer competitions to just one per month. Had a few comments on here to say that they were coming on here and the LU soccer was a bit too much. It was every video. People come on to watch me and not to buy shirts. Having said that, like I say, I'm going to cut back. I'm going to do one a month. So this weekend, we're going to have this shirt up for grabs from LU Soccer. It's the Lonsdale one from 2004, 2005. The retro away top. It's great quality. Like I say, from LU Soccer. They've got quite a good selection now of Sunderland shirts, including the home one and the away one, and a couple of other retro ones. The link is in the comments below. It's pinned to the top. Follow the link if you want one of them. Like I say, you can go on there and order one. Using my discount code, you'll get 10% off. But for a chance to win that one as well at the weekend, so it's a double whammy, but just it's all on your score prediction. If you get the score prediction correct, then you'll get 5 points for the season-long competition. You'll also win that shirt. If it's a draw, then I'll put you in a draw and pull your name out to win that retro shirt from 2004, 2005. Like I say, one a month. So that's kind of it for the preview even. Like I say at the end of every video, we are trying to get to 3,500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're currently on 3,443. We're 57 subscribers away from reaching that target. And it'll be an absolutely massive achievement for the channel and for me. I'll be buzzing. I'll be over the moon. Never ever thought I'd get anywhere near that. So if you're new and you enjoyed the video, if you're a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It's absolutely free, and it'll just mean that we'll get pushed out to more and more Sunderland fans to hopefully enjoy the content and spark some more interesting debates in the comments below. But thanks to everybody who watches and subscribes and has subscribed already. It's greatly appreciated. The comments that we get every week in every video are really, really good. The banter between everybody's class, and long may it continue. So, like I say, please like, subscribe, share the video to your friends and let them know about it. But watch out for the match preview, the match review. I will get it right. The match review coming out after the Sheffield Wednesday game on Sunday, hopefully with the 3 points. But until the next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.